Hi guys, currently my tummy hurts. I'm on my second cup of coffee today. I usually have 2 cups of coffee, but I don't drink coffee every day because sometimes it makes me feel sick. And that's usually I wake up and I have a coffee. And, okay, also, I don't know if anybody else is caught on to this, but in all of my videos where I'm sitting and talking or even live streaming, I always scratch my nose. My nose gets really itchy. I don't know if anyone's caught on with that. Um, you know what? I thought of sharing some music that I've been really into lately or just bands. So I finally got Spotify Premium a couple months ago. Just bite the bullet. It's only what, $10 a month. So I created a playlist. It's called Going Home, cuz I drove 11 and a half hours from Memphis back home. And I visited one of my friends in Missouri while I was, doing that because my car is really, really old, before the trip and everything. Oh my god, I just have constant, anxiety, very, very bad anxiety. I could not sleep, or anything because I'm what if my car just, breaks down in the middle of nowhere? My car made it, did you hear me stutter? It made it. I got an oil change and everything. Mechanic said your car is in better condition than you think it is, so that's really great because my AC compressor fell apart a couple months ago, and I was down the road from work and it started smoking. It started having this black smoke. I pop off my hood and my serpentine belt was literally coming off and everything. My car literally almost caught on fire. I had to call a tow truck to come and get my car, and I blew through all of my savings just to make it drivable. Mm-hmm. Alright, anyway, oh my god, sorry about rambling, but I created this giant playlist of, songs. I'm thinking of making it private. Okay, cool, it is private. It's 19 hours long. It's actually 20 hours long, Jesus. So, yeah, some of the songs on here, people are gonna be like, oh my god, why do you like that? And stuff. So, I'm not gonna share everything. There's so much shit on here. So, there's a lot of Crowbar. If you don't know, Crowbar is one of my all-time favorite bands at this point. There's a lot of Down. I saw Crowbar last year, the day before Thanksgiving, and it was super, super good. That was such a good show. I love Kirk so much. He's such a good soul. And I met his wife, and she has the most beautiful, it's this silver purple hair. I don't know if she still has that, but she's so pretty. Really good show. One thing that I really did appreciate about the South is the sludge bands that come out of it. I've got Vital Remains. I've got their song Forever Underground. And yeah, this is my favorite Vital Remains album. But it's hard for me to listen to this song right now because I cannot describe the amount of stress and panic I was in when my car was literally falling apart. So this was a song that was playing while I was stuck at an intersection, and my engine started smoking like that. Oh my god, the level of panic. So it's now I'm scared to listen to this song in the car because it reminds me of that, and then I get scared oh my gosh, what if something else happens? But I love this song so much. I've got some rap on here. I really grew fond of Memphis rap. So there's a couple artists on there. Got Joel Grind. And I really like the Yellow Goat sessions. I really like this song. It's Foul Spirit Within. I think that's the only song by him that I have. I don't have any Toxic Holocaust. I don't have any of his other side projects on here. It's been so long since I've listened to like any of his other projects. I got a lot of like Wardruna and Hailong on here. Hailong did just put out a new album. I forgot what it was called, but they've got some really good stuff. Like I'm obsessed with Hailong and Wardruna. And it just like makes me want to like climb a tree and just live in a tree the rest of my life. I've got one of my recent favorite Celtic Frost songs is A Dying God Coming into Human Flesh, which is, it's more of like one of their popular songs, but I never got into the Monotheist album until recently. But I kind of like overplayed it. There's Godsmack, there's, I do have some Katy Perry, I do have some Kesha on my list. No playlist of mine is complete without typo negatives, so I have like In Praise of Bacchus, I've got Wolf Moon, I've got Haunted, I've got Christian Woman, I've got I Don't Wanna Be Me. I'm so burnt out of Alice in Chains, especially like the Jar of Flies album, because one of my friends would like play it over and over and over and over again, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I need a big fat break from that album. But I've got the song Grind, it's off their self-titled, and I also have some stuff from Dirt, so I'm really like happy I can like listen to Dirt still. And like even with like, I do have some Deftones, I do have some Korn, I do have some Slipknot on here, and Alice in Chains, like absolutely. Some of those bands are like so pivotal to me and like a lot of other people and their like upbringings in the metal scene and everything. But TikTok kind of like makes it very hard for me to listen to those bands because it's like everybody in like the metal community or like the alternative communities on TikTok, like they are obsessed with Korn, they are obsessed with Deftones, they're like obsessed with Slipknot, and it's like, okay, like pop off Queen, but it's just so overplayed and so overrepped, and I'm not hating on anybody, but it's just like makes it really, I'm also just like burnt out from that too, because like everybody is like hyping them up constantly. Ice Peak. Got some Ice Peak. Linkin Park has to be my favorite band, like ever. Ever. So I do have a lot of Linkin Park. Figure oh 09 is currently my favorite Linkin Park song. I have so much Linkin Park on here. We've got Chapel of Ghouls by Morbid Angel. I've got some Godsmack, like I like their song Awake, and I like Voodoo a lot. I have one of their albums on CD. A Fine Day to Die by Bathory. I really want to revisit their Octagon album, because I remember, like, back in the day, I was, like, obsessed with it, and ever since, I haven't really listened to that one. Got Run Like Hell by Kitty. Thought that was the perfect song for, what I was, like, going through. Bury Me in Smoke by Down. Guys, I saw Down in Atlanta, back in June. And when Phil came to the stage, like, my friends, like, lifted me up because it was so packed and there were so many, like, tall guys. I'm, like, 5'3". So they lifted me up, and then I literally screamed at the top of my lungs like I was a little girl. And then I like bawled my eyes out for like almost the whole show. It was a really good show though. I've got I don't care for Marilyn Manson that much anymore. It's not like, I'm good at separating like the music from the artist, but I don't know, there's just something about Marilyn Manson. It's like I don't like him anymore really, and I don't really like his voice that much, but I do like some of his older stuff. Like I've got Lunchbox on there. I've got, let's see what else we've got. I'm surprised I have as many Deftones songs that I do on here. I have Passenger. Uh, Sorry, I'm like biting my lip. Um, Passenger is a really good song. I want to like cover it on the guitar. Got Be Quiet and Drive. Far away. So their Around the Fur album is the one that's like, it's not that it's hard for me to listen to anymore. That's the album on TikTok that everybody is like obsessed with. I mean, it's a really good album and everything, but I think it's like the album cover is like aesthetic. I've got Knife Party. Ooh, we've got Cheap Vodka by Acid Bath. My Meds Aren't Working by Dystopia. Oh, Nail Bomb. That's a band I want to like recommend. So it's pretty groovy, and their guitar sound reminds me of like Sepultura and more goth, but it also like they're a very sludgy band too. Um, this is their album Point Blank, and I was just playing their song Sick Life. So if you want some good like groovy sludgy thing, check out Nail Bomb. We've got Clear Channel, fuck off, by Leftover Crack. We've got Hitchhiker by Macabre, since everyone's obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer. Check out, oh my god, stop. Check out their Dahmer album. And I would recommend Macabre to like people that are really into like Mortician or like Impetigo, like horror themed music. I mean, like Macabre's not that underground, but it's still like I'm just trying to get recommendations. I've got some Gigi Allen, so my favorite songs by him is Bite It You Scum, Kill the Police, and Die When You Die. I also like I forgot what it was called. We've got some Sanguisuga Bog on here. They came to Memphis twice. And I'm really mad that I didn't get to see them like either time. Now I gotta wait for them to go to Chicago. I got Dead as Shit on there. I've got like a couple others. They're just like further down the list. We've got some Life Lover. Vomit Remnants. Got some Ghostmane. Honestly, like I'm also like burnt out from Ghostmane too. I used to be obsessed with Ghostmane my senior year, and I would just like play it constantly, like constantly. And I'm just worn out. We've got the band Excruciate, and this band like reminded me of how pivotal Swedish death metal was towards the development of the genre. It's like, oh my gosh, this is why Swedish death metal is so reputable. It's so good. got some Power Trip. I love to like cruise around and listen to Power Trip. And I hate driving, but Power Trip just makes driving more enjoyable for me. Um, so we've got like a bunch of Power Trip on here. We've got Rotting Christ, Tennessee Driver by Ass Jack. I was able to kind of get back into Ghost's older stuff. And I know that they've like kind of resurfaced in the limelight recently. I just really don't care for their newer stuff. I kind of stopped at Meloria, or however you say that. Opus Eponymous has always been my favorite album by them. Got Under the Runes by Bathory, For All Those Who Died by Bathory, Hacksaw Surgery by Guttural Slug. That song will never get old. I feel like someone's gonna bring up J-Hoff Films with this, but I do, like, one of my guilty pleasure artists is Avril Lavigne. So I do have quite a bit of her stuff on here. A couple years ago, I found her. What album is it? I don't know what album it's off of. It's like Coming Undone or something, but I found it in like my parents' CD chest and I took it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a gem. It's a relic. It's a relic. Got wow, I actually have I don't care for like deathcore or metalcore that much, but I do have some Motionless in White on here, like Reincarnate, and I think I have Scissorhands. Those are like my two favorite songs. There's also Immaculate Misconception, which is also a really like staple thing for that. I've got some Celtic Woman. Got some Bad Brains on here too. Content of Cop by Tsunami. Got some Batushka. Got some Ethel Cain. Feytooth. So Feytooth is like an all-female like doom and like sludge band. And they recently came out with this album, their new album. What is it called? It's called Remnants of the Vessel, and I've been really into it, so check them out. They're like if Crowbar was like Kitty. Like if Kitty and Crowbar like came together. And their music is so beautiful. So yeah, check them out. Drown in Ashes by Celtic Frost. Celtic Frost never gets old for me either. Got Pure Massacre by Silverchair. Got Rabid by Mortician. Yeah, I mean, basically, I have, like, a lot of stuff on there. That's gonna take me, like, an hour to just go through every single artist and band that I have on there. But those are just, like, a couple bands and artists that, like, I have been into lately, going from, like, the past couple months. So, it is, like, a very diverse, it's a super diverse playlist, but I don't really want to, like, put it on public because some people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, why does she have this on here? Like, I'm gonna be like, oh, she's not the person I thought she was, like, this whole time. Oh my god. So, yeah, really good, like, homecoming playlist, and it was really nice to have a bunch of, like, just a blend of music on that really long car ride. But oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, it does suck when like when like one of your favorite bands is like ruined for you because it's just so overplayed. Like I cannot listen to the Jar of Flies album without feeling like I am going to vomit, like projectile vomit everywhere. Um but yeah, Alice in Chains, like it was Alice in Chains, Crowbar, Down, Pantera, Ghostmane. Um, those are like the five bands that, even Hole. I'm gonna put Hole on there too. Those are like the six bands that I've just like burnt my tongue out on. And like I'm okay with listening to Down. It's just like the thing is about Down and Crowbar is it like, and I don't want to feel this way about it, but it just like reminds me of, a part of my journey that is like in the past and needs to be like put to rest, but it's like it just like reminds me of like memories that I'm like trying to forget and everything. So like lately in my life, I'm trying to like heal from things. Like there are certain pictures that I will find on my phone, like looking through like old photos and stuff that like literally make my skin crawl and make me want to throw up or like just chuck my phone against the wall like and it's like nothing inappropriate. It's just like a picture of me or like my room or a place or something or some people, and it just literally makes me ill, like violently ill. Um, so it's like I'm currently trying to like heal from that, where it's like you can't even look at pictures of yourself back then or just any photo without like having this fear, like this feeling of fear, like my heart would start like racing and stuff. And then I got really sad last night. My parents really like when I bring out my guitar and like play songs for them, but I was like just mentally like I was so depressed just like seeing these photos and everything. And healing and moving on can be really hard. I was really happy to leave, but and it's not like I miss what I had. It's like it's not good for me to think about it. And drinking won't help. Honestly, sleeping won't even help either. You can't there's nothing. You got to like confront it because like I am there in my dreams like every single night. I have dreams of my ex or, the apartment and stuff. And it's like, you know what? I need to start doing witchcraft again. Speaking of witchcraft, I have a new altar now. And it's super, super pretty. If you don't know, I am Norse pagan. And I do like a lot of work with like ancestors. I do a lot of work with like tree spirits and stuff like that. And so I have like my new altar up and it's so pretty. I love how it looks. It looks super Nordic. It looks very earthy. And I do have pictures. I have a picture of it on my Instagram, so follow my Instagram, but I'm probably going to end this now. Thank you for hearing me ramble about my music and trauma dumping. So, oh my god, my nose is running. That's what happens like every time I put on makeup, my nose starts to run. So, thank you for watching my 25-minute long video. Follow my social medias. The usernames will be in the description, and I will keep you updated on stuff. So, anyway, guys, stay metal.